Lock them up and leave them there. It's the answer you get so often when asking people what should happen to criminals. But now police round here are looking at an alternative.
For the first time, the offenders are going to have to face the consequences by actually meeting the victim face to face and understand not just the crime they've committed, but also what the impact of that crime has been on the victim and also on the community.
At a meeting of senior police in Hyde, details of this new restorative justice plan have been announced. It'll be tried out in May in Tameside and part of Salford. Some offenders will have the option of meeting victims if they're willing, talk through what happened and see if there's something they can do to make amends. Two people who've tried the programme have addressed the conference.
I burgled someone's house and they caught me in their house and we fought and I hit him on the head a couple of times with various objects, one being a big China flower pot. I've probably been to court 50 times in my life. I've been to the Old Bailey, I've been to all the Crown Courts and never once had I come face to face with a victim of crime. To say did it make a difference, it was probably the most powerful thing that I'd ever done. It was probably the most shaming and most scary thing I ever done. Being at the Old Bailey was a breeze. It was easy compared to what I went through on that day.
A young boy broke some windows of the Scout Hut. Consequently, the funds had to be taken out, and which affected the children. We met him, and I certainly think for the young man involved that it was better for him because he's come out of it without a record.
This idea would mainly be used for low-level crimes, shoplifting, criminal damage, antisocial behaviour. When it was tried in Cheshire, reoffending rates for juveniles were measured at 13%, 10% below the national average.
Often the victim just wondering, why me? Why did you throw stones at my house? Why did you break my window? Why are you acting antisocially outside of me? And often they just want to understand. But they also want to be able to tell the offender actually what the consequences were. You know, as a result of what you did, this is what happened to me. As a result of what you did, I was very upset. As a result of what you did, I couldn't go about my normal business. And that's the sort of thing.
Some officers told the conference they were worried this sort of plan would shift their focus too far from meeting targets for solving crimes. But the hope is that this idea could reduce the number of crimes committed in the first place. James Webster, Channel M Today.